Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good. I'm sorry about last week. I don't know. I didn't know, I guess, that there was another class that started at noon, and so they kicked me off like right at noon. So
Yeah, I saw it instantly and I knew what happened. They're very efficient. They took it right back from you.
Yeah, well, that's okay. At least I know now.
I don't know if anyone else signed up other than me.
You were the only one I had for today.
Okay. I'm experienced, and if you want to move it a little quicker, I'd be okay with that.
Okay. Okay. We can do
Okay,
that.
great.
All right. So if you want to go ahead and mute for the video, then we'll go ahead and get started.
Thank you.
Yeah. So coming in to a nice seated position with your back nice and straight. Just give yourself a nice stretch. Take a big breath in and let those arms go and sigh it out. And just close your eyes and take a moment. Just notice how you feel today. Notice if there's anything that feels tight. Just invite your body to maybe let go. Bring your awareness to your breath. Let your breath come deep down into your abdomen. Just notice how it feels in your body. Notice if your breath is continuous, or if maybe you're holding a little pause at the beginning and end. See if you can let go of the pause. And then we'll start to bring in some movement. So with your breath on your next inhale, bring your right arm up and over. And on your exhale, bring it back down. Just filling up your belly, bringing it up into your chest, and then maybe even up into your armpits, shoulders. Filling up with breath. And the next time you come to the top, hold. And just take a couple nice deep breaths and just fan open those ribs in the side. So nice deep breaths. In and out through your nose. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw. And then on the next exhale, bring it back down to the side. And then inhale the left arm up and overhead. And exhale back down to the side. Inhale up. And exhale, coming back down. Bringing that breath all the way up. And all the way back down. This time as you come up, go ahead and hold. Relax down through the shoulders. Relax your jaw. Breathing down from the abdomen up into the chest and up into the shoulders. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and release back down. And then if you're sitting on a bolster or pillow, go ahead and slide it out of the way. We're going to come to hands and knees. On your next inhale, drop your belly down into cow, bringing your head and tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, arch up into cat. Inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, arch up into cat. Breathing. Just feel all the movements of the spine here. Next time you come back to center, inhale through the center, and then on the exhale, bring the hips over towards the right, and then drop the your head to your shoulder and create a little C with your back. And then inhale through center and exhale, come into the other side. Inhaling through center, exhale, curving over into a C. Keep the neck nice and long, looking down in between the hands. One more to each side. And then come back to the center. And then on the next inhale, bring that right arm with the elbow coming up. And then exhale, bring it back down. And then coming to the other side on the inhale, bring the arm up. And the exhale, bring it back down. Inhale up. And exhale down. The next time you come to the right, if you want to add on and reach that arm all the way up, bring it elbow first, and then extend the arm out, and then bend it in and come back down. Other side, bending the arm, inhaling up, and then extend the arm, and then bend it back and come back down. One more time to each side. Breathing. And then the other side, inhaling up and exhaling down. Curl your toes under and press your hips back into a downward dog. Keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. Keeping those knees nice and soft. Maybe a little bend in the knees. Pressing out through the fingertips and out through the hands. And then walk your feet up to meet the hands and roll yourself up into standing. Come into some shoulder rolls. Roll the shoulders back. And then pause and roll the shoulders forward. And then pause, and one more time to the back. Keep it nice and loose in those knees. And then take the arms and swing them across, alternating which arm goes on front. Just keep nice and loose in those knees, maybe sway back and forth. And then step the feet a little wider apart and make some hip circles. Just notice the massage you're giving your feet. Keep the knees nice and loose. And then pause and go the opposite direction. And then coming back to the center, and we're going to do some marches. So bringing up the opposite arm with the opposite leg and just swing them out. It's good for your coordination. And then coming back to center. And if you want to come towards the front of the mat, but just make sure if you reach down that you have enough room for your hands in front of your feet. Coming into mountain pose. Find your balance. Knees nice and soft. Shoulders back and down. And then take those arms out and up as you inhale up. And then exhale, sit your hips back, dropping down to the ground. Inhale, slide your hands up to your knees and come out to a flat back. On the exhale, drop the hands to the ground and step back with the right foot into a lunge. On your inhale, bring the other foot back to meet it. On the exhale, keeping the elbows nice and close, come down, knees, then chest and chin. On your inhale, arch up into cobra, pressing the shoulder blades together in the back. Curl the toes under and press up into downward dog. And then bring that right foot back to the front. Exhale, left foot back to meet it. Inhale, out and up. And exhale, down into prayer. And then we'll come into the other side. So inhaling out and up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, slide the hands up the legs, up to flat back. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back with the left leg. Inhale, the right leg back. Exhale, down, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, up to cobra. Exhale, turn the toes under, press up into down dog. Inhale, the left foot front. Exhale, the right foot to meet it. Inhale, out and up. And exhale, down into prayer. And just take a moment and notice the heat that you created. Notice your heartbeat. And then we're going to come into a warrior sequence here. So stepping the right foot front and the left foot back, and just give a little rock back and forth here. And find that place where your hips feel like they're square to the front of your mat. And once you find that place, go ahead and land your feet with both toes facing towards the front. And then hands on your hips, and just begin to bend and straighten that front knee. Noticing as you bend and straighten where your knee comes in line with your ankle. And trying to be careful to not let the knee go farther than where the ankle is. But once you find a good spot, go ahead and hold. Press that back hip towards the front and the front hip back and square those hips off. And then inhale those arms up and overhead. Palms facing in with the fingers nice and wide and splayed. Breathing. Breathing down into your belly. And then inhale, reach up, On your exhale, leading with the chest, begin to lean forward, keeping that front knee bent, and bring the arms back behind you with the palms facing down towards the ground. Keep the back straight, the neck nice and straight and long. Breathe. And then bring those arms, inhale back up overhead, straighten the front leg and bring the arms back behind you and see if you can if you can get your hands to clasp in the back, you can clasp your hands. If that doesn't work, you can cross elbows or just set your hands on your back, whichever way works, and just press those shoulder blades together. Look up at the ceiling. Bring your breath all the way down into your belly. And then release. Bring that back foot up to meet the front foot and give it a little shake. And then step that right foot back. Bring the left foot front and give it a little rock. Find your balance and find your hip position. And then once you find where your hips are square to the front, go ahead and sink in, toes facing front, and bend and straighten that front knee. And then sink down into that warrior one. Inhale your arms up and overhead, shoulder blades back and down. Slight look up towards the ceiling, keeping the neck nice and long. Breathing all the way down into the belly. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, start to bend forward, leading with the chest, bending from the hip. And look down at the ground, pull the shoulder blades together in the back. Breathing. And then inhale those arms back up, straighten the front leg, and then bring those arms out and around and back behind you in whatever that position that works with your shoulders. And gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathing. And then release. Bring the feet back together and give them a little shake. And then we're going to come into some twists, side to side, nice and loose in the feet. And we're going to make our way down, twisting until you come down to the ground. And when you get down to the ground, lie down on your back. And hug those knees into your chest. And give yourself a little rock from side to side, hip to hip and shoulder to shoulder. Massaging the back. And then holding on to those knees, do some knee circles in one direction. Giving the lower back a little massage. And then pause and go the other direction. And then set the feet down on the ground and bring the arms out in a T position. Pick the hips up and move them just a little, about an inch over towards the left side. And then hug the knees into the chest and drop them down to the right side. Breathe into the twist. And then on your next inhale, bring your knees back into your chest. Set the feet down on the ground and switch the hips over to the right side. Hug the knees into the chest and drop down to the left. Breathing. And then hug the knees back into the chest. Hold on to that right knee and let the left leg come down to the ground. And hold on to the right leg with the left hand right by the knee. Bring your right arm out to the side and just pull that leg across the midline. Feel that hard to get muscle back here. And then bring it back up to center. Bring the left leg into your chest and press the right leg out towards the floor, keeping both feet flexed. Hold on to the left leg with your right hand. Bring your left arm out into a T and then bring that knee across the midline. And then release that leg back to the center and go ahead and slide that leg out and give them a little shake. And then stay lying down and prepare for Shavasana if you have anything that you want to use. Maybe a bolster or a pillow under your knees. And just let your body be heavy into the floor. Notice your breath. Notice if it feels any different now than it did at the beginning. Relax your head and your face. Soften down through your neck and your shoulders. Let the arms be heavy. Soften out through your chest. And let the abdomen. Let go of any tension in the hips. Let the legs be relaxed and the feet. Let the back of your body relax and sink down into the floor. The back of your head. And as you breathe, breathe into your whole body as if your whole body is breathing. Feel the nourishing energy of your breath on your inhales and the cleansing on your exhales. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring in some gentle movement, wiggling the fingers, toes. And let your head be heavy and just give it a little rock from side to side. When you're ready, roll over onto one side and take a couple breaths in the fetal position. And then press yourself up into seated. We have a closing we like to say at the end of all of our classes. Om Shanti, peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May there be peace in our hearts. May there be peace in our minds. May there be peace in our bodies. And may there be peace in the words that we speak. And take a moment and bow to honor the light in yourself. And honor the light in others. Namaste.
Thank you.
Yeah, was that too fast? I'm kind of
Oh,
curious.
no,
Okay.
not at all. I've been practicing for years, so that was a good pace.
Okay, good. I mean, because I'm always afraid of it being like a half an hour is not a lot of time.
No, it isn't. I love the hour sessions, but I'll take a half hour as much as I can get.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.